Happy Thursday, everybody. So I'm really excited for Trendy Thursday today because we're going over a couple of really fun and easy nail ideas to help you kind of step up your nail art game and express yourself a little bit more. And it's just so funny. I was getting ready, wearing my Lion King shirt, singing Hakuna Matata as I'm setting up, and I just realized that this shirt is super fitting for today because hello, easy nail art means no worries for the rest of your manicures. So yeah, I kind of laughed at myself when I thought about that. So let's check out some of these easy ideas. Okay, so for this look, we're actually going to use arts and craft paper. If you see this right here, this is called Mylar. You can just grab a roll of this at Michael's, and some nail places or nail supply stores actually sell it already broken up. And what I do is I just grab some scissors and I cut them up into whatever shape I want to. So for this, we're just doing angles. I'll do some thick, some thin, some shorter. You definitely want to make sure you don't cut them too big so that they fit on the nail. And all we're gonna do is once you get your base coat down, you're just gonna stick it onto the nail and put the top coat on it. It is super simple and gives your nail art a really fun, kind of like a glass look. I like using a little bit of the base coat. So on the nails, I'll go ahead and just brush a little on just to help it really make sure to stick. Now, if you're going out and buying Mylar at the arts and crafts store, you really wanna make sure that you're getting a thin paper, a thin Mylar. They do sell them pretty thick, but when you cut them up and try to stick them on the nail, you'll notice that the corners kind of stick out and might give you a little bit of extra time that you'll need to take to buff it down or to get it smooth, because you don't want anything sticking out of the polish. So right here, we're actually going to put them on all the nails. I'm just going to go through, put a little bit of the base coat so we can get it sticking really, really good. And with my little handy dandy striper, I'm just gonna go ahead and start placing this on the nail. It definitely reflects different colors depending on the color that you put underneath. The darker the tones are, the more green tones you'll get out of it, and yellows. It actually looks really cool when you put it on top of like a black polish or a dark green, or even purple. And when we put it over the lighter colors, we're getting just a more cute kind of unicorn feel for it. You can get really creative with it and just kind of stick it wherever you want. If you only want to put it on a piece of the nail and not go for the whole nail, you can do that as well. If you could see that there, it looks pretty cool, a little reflective. So let's go through and let's get the rest of these nails covered. Okay, so we've totally done all the nails. Definitely make sure that you don't have any coming off over the edge, because even though you're going to clear it with or top it with a clear coat, the little edges can stick out through the clear coat, and then you might have something that your clients will want to start picking at. So I'm just going to go through and make sure everything's flattened out. If you're using a super sheer polish, then it's actually pretty cool to even put the Mylar material under the polish. Gives it that jelly nail look. Right, so we already have all of the nails with the Mylar, and now all we have to do is just do a top coat. And because I'm sticking something onto the nail, I always like to do 2 top coats, just to really make sure that everything is sealed in. After the first one, I'll go through and smooth over the nails just to make sure there's nothing sticking out. If there is, you have an opportunity to buff it down or cut it out if a piece of the Mylar was a little too long. But the most important thing is making sure that you're getting a good seal all around the edges, especially if you're covering the whole nail. Now we're going to go ahead and wipe, and as I'm wiping, I'm checking to see if I feel any of that Mylar coming through, so that way I can take care of it before my client leaves and starts fidgeting with it. You fidgeters know who you are. And it's super nice and smooth. Super cute, Manny. Super easy, definitely no artistic ability required. Just maybe some cutting skills. All right, everyone, so on this trend, we're gonna show you how to do a little bit of leopard print. And this one's really fun and easy. You can never go wrong with animal print. And now that we're going to be coming into the fall, it is the perfect time to take this style out and apply it to your next manicure. We're going to be doing gold leopard spots. You can do any color that you want, but we're gonna get a little fun with this one. So the first thing that I do is just start making my leopard spots. They don't need to be perfect circles. I like getting a couple of small ones and a couple of bigger spots. Try to make them not so round. You don't want to make them perfect or anything. You just kind of want to splotch them on there. Go over and just do a second coat to really make sure the gold pops through. We have our perfectly imperfect spots on there. I'm going to use a little bit of black to outline our leopard spots. It's really good to use a thick polish for this. You don't want anything too watery or runny. But all you're going to do is kind of like think of parentheses. And you can connect a little bit. One side a little bit thicker than the other. Maybe a random little box spot there. And I just kind of go through and add a couple of just black spots anywhere I think I need a little more covering in there. I think that looks perfect. All right, put that one in. Another fun way that you could do leopard is go ahead and do your parentheses. So funny, I'll just call it that from now on, parentheses. What I do is put on my parentheses, and with the same brush I just kind of wipe it. You can actually streak it down a little bit. And kind of have it feather out a little. This one I would definitely go over with the second coat so that way it looks more streaky. But if you want to get a little crazy with it, you can definitely do that. We're going to keep it nice and clean for this one. Put that one in. I'm just going to go through and outline any of the black that went on there a little too sheer. Very nice leopard. Do you want to do it in matte or you want to keep it shiny?
We can do matte.
Let's do it matte. I love the effect matte gives on a manicure, especially if you're only doing 1 or 2 nails. And honestly, you could do a manicure with just one solid color and make a couple of the nails matte, and it'll really just kind of elevate it and bring it to a whole nother level. Okay. So we're just going to go ahead and finish putting the top coat. We did a little pinky pop and made the pinky this super awesome neon yellow. It's called Lemon Juice from D&D. We use this a lot in the shop and throughout the whole year. Definitely doesn't need to be summer.
Cute! That little matte little leopard guy. Super cute.
I feel like it gives it more of that leopard skin texture.
I love it.
All right, everyone, so there we have it. A super cute and, as you can see, very quick and easy nail art idea to really elevate the mani, express yourself a little bit more. I'm thinking this looks super awesome.
This is Earth Radio. And now here's human music.
Right, so for this super cute design, we're gonna do something really simple with really just lines and dots, and you can see after we're done like how cute a manicure looks and how artsy it looks with just some really simple steps. What I'm actually gonna do first is I'm gonna put a little bit of foil on the corner of the nail. So I don't know if you could see it there, but I wiped down the nail. I just put a little bit of the base coat on there to stick some of this foil. I love using the base coat because it sticks it really well and I don't have to buy additional products to make it happen. All right, give me this one. I did the same thing on the thumb. Another really fun thing to do with art is switching up the nails that you're doing the art on. Even if you're only doing one nail on each hand, they don't necessarily have to be the same nail. Switch it up a little bit and definitely help elevate the artisticness of your manicure. So with my handy dandy striper brush and my favorite gel, I love this gel, the Accents gel. It's really thick, it's awesome for lines because it keeps your lines nice and sharp and not blurry. And all we're gonna do without really trying too hard is I'm just gonna make some random lines and a couple dots. I guess we can call it a little abstract art. If you want to go over the line again to make it a little bit more bold in the color, go ahead and do that. I kind of like the way the lines fade out towards the end. Definitely gives it more artistic look, especially when doing something fairly simple. If you have a hard time keeping steady for lines, anchor your hand that's holding the finger. I like using my light for that, and I use my hand that's anchored to anchor my other hand. Always keep my pinky out, helps me keep my hand nice and steady. Also helps if the client's moving or anything, you're holding their hands and it kind of minimizes their nails from moving or their fingers. Super cute mani. How simple we were able to elevate it and not really have to rely on so much artistic ability to do something a little trendy and a little fun. So a few easy nail art ideas on the books. I hope everyone was able to take a little bit from that and maybe incorporate it in your next mani. And if you do, I'd love to see it. So definitely tag me. My Instagram link's down below. And like always, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Lots of information on this channel, things that are really gonna help you excel in your professional career or help you tighten up that at-home mani a little bit more. Thanks again to everyone tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.